The Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive is a one-way 11-mile drive that begins at Lust Road. The drive entrance gate is open and allows access from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and federal holidays. All vehicles must exit the Wildlife Drive by 5 p.m. The Lake Apopka Loop Trail is an 18-mile trail popular with bicyclists and hikers. 2 additional multi-use trails are available on the property. So today's view of Florida is the Lake Apopka Wildlife Drive. It's an 11-mile drive for wildlife viewing, and we have just pulled off our first pullover here to check out this alligator hanging out in the sun. All sorts of birds. This is pretty cool. Let's go over on this side of the road. See what John's checking out. So it's an 11-mile drive. There's some cars coming in. We just started. And you can just pull over at designated pullover spots. It's a great place to take pictures for you wildlife photographers. And we just started. The entrance is right there. So we just started and just did our first little pull off. And there's 11 miles of this, so I'm pretty excited. We've already seen 1 alligator and a ton of birds. Which ones? Oh yeah. They're over here too. They're over here too. Yeah, he's going back into the weeds. I guess we spooked him. Mr. Alligator.
The natives.
Well, didn't the guy on the airboat say that yesterday?
Yeah.
So 2 babies right there. Camouflaged in the water. And possibly mom over there. What?
One right here.
A gator?
Yeah.
Well, that's definitely a big dude over there. How big do you think he is? 6 foot?
Bigger than 6
Bigger than 6 foot? chilling out in the sun. Well, you know, you could always jump in and get him to move. Get a better picture of him up close and personal. For over a century, Lake Apopka suffered abuses, beginning with the construction of the Apopka Wildlife Canal in the 1890s, which lowered lake levels by a third. Several factors contributed to the decline of the lake. Conversion of 20,000 acres of wetlands along the lake's north shore to farming operations to support the war in the 1940s. Discharge of treated wastewater from along Lake Apopka shore and waste from citrus processing plants until the 1980s. Nutrient-laden agricultural discharges pumped into the lake from the farm properties until the 1990s. The increase in nutrients discharged into the lake from these sources led to chronic algal bloom. The resulting cloudy pea-green water prevented sunlight from reaching submerged aquatic vegetation necessary for fish and wildlife habitat. The St. Johns River Water Management District has implemented programs to reverse the effects of years of abuse to the ecology of the lake and return it to a healthy condition suitable for fishing and recreational activities. The soil inversion remediation project carried out on 4,000 acres is complete, allowing the flooding of designated areas, which is now in progress. There's supposedly otters in here. Oh, he went right in front of the car. He's eating a fish. Look at this guy here. Right here. Stop, stop, stop. Right here. Okay. I keep seeing stuff in the water and I don't know if it's an otter or fish jumping. Yeah, right there. Lake Apopka has a long history as a farming community. Beginning in the 1940s, about 20,000 acres of wetlands along the north shore of Lake Apopka were drained and diked to create farmland in the lake's rich marsh soil. This muck soil, in addition to a long growing season, produced a variety of vegetables, making the area one of the top vegetable producing regions in the United States. A rich and diverse human and cultural history grew on the farms around Lake Apopka. alongside the abundant and verdant crops that fed the nation for decades. The area's farm workers took pride in their work, which helped support the war effort of the mid-1940s. For some, it meant they could settle in the area and no longer needed to migrate with the seasons in order to make a living. Workers who moved to Central Florida for farming jobs created a diverse workforce in the region. The diversity of workers included people from the Philippines, the Bahamas, Mexico, Jamaica, Guatemala, El Salvador, Haiti, and even German prisoners of World War II. The farm work required skill and dexterity and speed. Workers endured the Florida sun, heat, humidity, snakes, and numerous biting insects. In the winter, they worked through the biting frost and cold. They spent hours stooped or crawling on hands and knees in the fields as they harvested rows of crops. Farming directly along Lake Apopka's north shore ended in the late 1990s, when a massive restoration effort began. The St. Johns River Water Management District purchased farms along the lake to protect water resources and began returning the fields to wetlands. This work reduced the discharges of fertilizers and pesticides that had caused the water to turn a pea green and which had impacted area wildlife. So is this is the pump house. Is the pump house still being used? You don't know? Maybe. It looks like it. I mean, it looks like equipment in it. They're excited to see an alligator. No, I think it's a family. Excited to see a gator. Gator. Yeah, I'd walk to the edge if I didn't know there was another one somewhere right there.